Hello everyone and welcome to this battle. This is a custom map done by Daar, who is one of the players. We have two Gondor armies and a Dale army facing off against rhun, and over in the distance I believe we have Umbar. Okay, so let's get straight down to the army comps. Starting with mine, I have both ballista and a catapult. I have some Sons of Argonoth and Gondorian winged swordsmen, some nice shock infantry, along with two Nasarnak nobles. For my main infantry force, I have a Citadel bodyguard unit, along with a Citadel guard, and two shielded fountain guard, and if I can find them, some normal fountain guard, and my general unit, which is the wardens of the White Tower. I also have two units of Gondor knights. And over here I have some Citadel archers, I believe one unit of these wardens of Minas Ithil, and then two units of veterans of Osgiliath. All units on the battlefield are fully upgraded. We had unlimited money. So let's get on to the second Gondorian army. We have two veterans of Osgiliath, unit of Gondor Citadel archers, unit of Citadel bodyguard, unit of Lossarnak nobles. We have two units of Pelagar marines. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, I also have two units of marines myself. Then we have his general unit as well, which is again Wardens of the White Tower. Very good unit. On the bridge he has, I believe, 4 units of Gondor infantry. And down here, he thought he could cross here, but you'll soon find out what happens to them. Ah yes, the rest of his army. We have some Fountain Guard, Gondor Bodyguard, Gondor Knights, Wardens of Minas Ithil, Sons of Argonoth, more Winged Swordsmen. Okay, moving on to Dale. We have a Catapult, one unit of dismounted Earls, Royal Guard, Dragon Slayers, some Paladins, Sword Masters, Earls, I believe. Oh yes, 2 units. Dalian Spearmen, Lake Town Pikemen, Bardin Herd. I believe he had some Lake Town Spears in there as well. Dalian Marksman. He does have a few units hiding. So if we move on to the opposing team, which is led by the creator of the map, which is Daar. Yep, who is Umbar. We have Corsair Blackguards. Few units of them. Castamir's Rangers, we've got a few units. What has he got over here? 3 units of Warlords of Umbar. Very nasty cav unit, as we'll see. We have a catapult. Some heavy infantry. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. Some Corsair fencers. Castamir's Chosen. No. Oh, no. More Castamir's Chosen. Royal Archers. Harbingers. I hated this unit in this battle. Let's see, what else has he got over here? Oh no, we're now moving on to rhun. We have a couple of units of Sapphire Bladesmen. Yep. Then we have Camul's Shadow Bows. Narim, of course. Rhun, you got to bring the Narim. More Shadow Bows. More Narim. Scion Rim, the Golden Boys. Dragon's Wraith Guildsman, 2 units. Catapult. 2 units of Camul's Chosen. 2 Innisrim and 1 Dragon Knights. And I believe the rest of his army is hidden. So I swear he had a bigger force than that. Oh yes, we have some Dragon Wraith crossbows over there. But yes, so I forgot to mention who was playing who. And we got Daar playing Umbar, Prince playing rhun. You have me as one of the Gondor armies. Drallin as another Gondor army. And commanding Dale is Master Blaster. Okay, I think we can get on and do normal speed. Now there is supposed to be a crossing here, but we work out that it doesn't work. This is just a test scenario, so we were just testing it. But yes, as you can see down here, what happened to those poor infantrymen? They drowned. So yes, there is supposed to be another crossing over here at the top of the map, but that doesn't work either. So we all had to come across this one choke point, this bridge. And it starts off with Gondor doing a slow push over the bridge. I'll make a cut till some action happens. Okay, we just had a nice... Oh, we're getting some nice catapult hits in. Let's just speed it up to 2 times. Okay, let's reduce it a bit. He's being very aggressive, Drallin is, with his infantry. Oh, and the Earl's almost taking a direct catapult hit. Gondor pushing more infantry. There I go, bringing my army over. Which I actually hold back for most of the battle. Okay, the infantry has engaged with Corsair fencers. Of course, their fencers will beat the Gondor infantry. Sort of bringing in some heavy infantry. Oh, we have Ulls. Ulls have crossed. What are they going to go for? Oh, they're going to go for a charge over here. Let's see if they get a decent charge. Oh, lovely. Taking out a nice few of those Camul's Shadow Bows and the Narim. And he's pushing through. Oh, is he going for the cat now? But we have Camul's Chosen announcement. Oh no. Oh, we're charge. Oh no, not bothering to charge. Oh, ouch, Rhun's Cav. I believe the Dragon Knights and Innisrim are cavalry that are effective against other cavalry as well. So that would not end well for the Earls. Oh, couple of kills there from the catapult. Warlords of Umbar going in. Trying to counter with the nobles, but not quite working. Oh, we're getting a side flank by heavy infantry. Oh, there goes my catapult. Trying to take out theirs. But I'm not really getting successful hits. Oh, we have some Gondor infantry routing. Oh, well, the Abrazanim have been surrounded. Oh, nice hit there. At this point I stopped going for their catapult because they abandoned it. And they got more men. Dale sending in some more men into the fight. Oh, here I go after the other catapult. Rhune's one. We have some Dragon's Wave Guildsmen moving in. Dwelling's Cav coming up. Charging the narrow and arrow. But Dragon Wraith are going to put a stop to that. We have Guildsman versus Citadel Bodyguard. Easy fight for the Guildsman. What else have we got coming across the bridge now? Oh, we have some Rivermen, Veterans of Ascilia, Marines, more Pikemen, Wardens. Dalian Marksmen stood on the bridge firing. We have a slight battle line forming here. Veterans of Ascilia versus the Corsair Fencers. Oh, charge into the Blackguard, and then he's straight back out. My army's just sitting nicely back there. Oh, more shots incoming. As you can see over here, I took out 2 of their catapults. Yeah. That one catapult. Oh, here we go. We have a proper front line kind of forming here in a bit of a semicircle. That's got a couple of kills. Oh, another couple of kills on the bridge. Okay, oh, pushing through the dismounted Earls. Kind of strategy can work sometimes, but it is a good way to lose your guys as well. Kamal's Chosen coming in. Well, we did have rules for this battle where we could only bring 8 heavy infantry and 4 archers and 2 javelins. Oh, and here comes my cav. This was not a good idea for me, to be honest. Although I do get a surround on these guys. But as you can see in the distance, we have warlords of Umbar coming in along with blackguards. I try and counter their warlords. But ultimately my cav lose that engagement. Let's see, we have some Corsair fencers, some heavy infantry, some guildsmen. Anchor shadow bows in melee against swordmasters, veterans of Asciliath. What else is in the mix? Marines, Marines, more Marines. Ooh, that's 3 units of Marines, I believe. Oh, looks like Dralin could have broken one of the walls. Oh well. Oh, cav coming in. Nice deep charge. The dead already piling up. Fountain Guard coming across, ringed swordsman. He's starting to bring across his elites. And then marching slowly in their full plate armour. And Dale is just sending more and more men. Dale really pushed in this battle. As me, I still kind of sat back, although I have formed up a bit. I have formed up back here. Yep. Some nice units. My catapult was out of ammo, so I placed a crew there. Ballista is firing, I believe, at the crossbowman. Oh, we have Royal Archers coming in. Oh yes, you can see those shots missed there. Well, I do get a couple of good hits on the crossbows. Narim now in the melee. Dale Swordmasters still going, even though they're surrounded. Oh, here comes some Sapphire Bladesmen. We have some Scion Rim charging in over here. Oh, very nice unit, the Paladins. I believe I actually missed that unit in the unit comps. There you go. There's a nice good close-up look of the Paladins with their massive maces. Oh yes, some nice hits. Got them down 30 so far. Make down Spearman. Ah yes, I start to march across my Fountain Guard to try and support this push. But it does take them a while to get there. As more and more Dalian units come pouring in. What has Dale got left? He has his Dragon Slayers and some more Paladins. Pushing up more spears. My fountain guard now running. They're dead on the bridge as they try to cross. Poor Gondor and Dalian lives lost. Yes, I think it's a good map, and it would have been nice if the other two crossings were available to use. Because without them, this was a bit of a cluster battle. I mean, we do have a nice last stand at one point. Over here, in this section. This ruined tower, as we called it. And more fountain guard involved, and mine are still making their way across the bridge. Let's get some slow murder fighting along the line. Alien marksmen, paladin, spears and fountain guard and sons of Argonoth all in this bit here. Continue going along the line. The paladins are pushing out a bit. Then fountain guard dying. 21 left in that unit. Okay, let's go and look what everyone has left. We have a sapphire blades and left javelins. Some nice rangers. What's all the way back here? Oh yes, the Royal Guard of Umbar. Some Casimir's chosen. Very nasty units, come in very handy later during the battle. Now at some point someone did run their own Warlords of Umbar into their own stakes, and I believe it happened by now, but I can't find where on the map it happened. So I may have to have a look through at the end of the battle and just clip it in. If I can find it. But yes, am my fountain guard in there now? Yes, my fountain guard are there. And I'm marching across. I should be about now. Yes, 2 units. My 2 units are shielded fountain guard. Which I've got in the army comps as well. But yes, fountain guard are finally in the fight. Let's zoom in a bit on the mini-map. Here we go, they're going for a full surround. Percentages, we're within 7% of each other at the minute, so some percentages aren't too bad. My ballista is still firing. I believe at this point they're firing at the blackguard, I believe. I know at some point my ballista rigged out a bit and just wouldn't fire at anything, which was a little annoying and disheartening a bit. Yes, as more and more the golden boys pour in Scion Rim guildsmen, our line is slowly being pushed back. But Wardens of White Tower are coming in, along with 2 units of shielded fountain guard. Just look excellent, but they are being peppered down by arrows, but with their massive shields I don't lose too many. We have some marksmen, and some barding herd on their way. I've also formed up Citadel Guard and Citadel Bodyguard. both spear units to march across the bridge shortly. And what I do with the shielded Fountain Guard is I have them both in shield wall, and I push one out this way and one out that way, and his and Dwallin's and Warden's the White Tower push out this way, and we start to make ground again, as you can see from the push going on here. Just pushing these blackguards back. More coming in on this side. And yes, now my Citadel Guard and Citadel Bodyguard are marching across. I also believe at this point I sent across my catapult crew, because they're out of ammo, and I just thought, they're out of ammo, they're practically useless, just send them into the combat. Oh, we did break through the line just here. It looks like they've plugged it up with the Castamir's Chosen. But yes, through the bodies, yes, you can start to see the dead. It's yes, all of these units in this blob. So if we hadn't have basically taken out their catapults, this would have been a very risky move, because one lucky shot and we would have been dead. Okay, we're still pushing. But he's marching up his Royal Guard. My Citadel Guard and Bodyguard are almost here. Okay, here we go. They're going to start pushing through. I believe this time going this way and that way. As we can see, they're trying to push as well. We have more units coming across. The catapult crews. And more paladins. Now we're definitely starting to push them back again. He still has these... Ah yes, this unit was hidden before. Camel's Shadow Guard. Oh, these Harbingers. I hate them, hate them, hate them. They took so many lives. I mean, just look at the dead that we're leaving behind. You can already see it starting to pile up. Oh, here we go. We're getting some good fighting going on around here. Castamir's Rangers coming in, I believe, to the melee. I believe they're out of ammo. Yeah, they've got their swords out. What about this unit? Yeah, out of ammo. Okay. Now this is where I pretty much abandon this fight and prepare my army over here to face the enemy. I've got my shock infantry in the front rows. Behind I have my marines, then wardens. Then on the flanks I have my archers. It says that unit's firing, but it doesn't actually fire any missiles. And I actually command them to stop firing at one point. Or do they? Oh no, yes they do. What unit are they going for? Oh, the blackguards, yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. They did fire. I didn't actually think they did. Let's speed it up a bit. As the walls close in about us. Percentages reasonably even, I'd say. 6%. Oh, more harbingers coming in. It's at this point I start to move my archers by the advice of one of my teammates. Teammate is playing Dale, who is, if I remember correctly, yes, Master Blaster. I have all units currently firing into there, into the narrow Royal Guard. But eventually it'll only be those two units firing into there and those two firing into the harbingers on this side. Yep, there they go. Flaming shot, burning them alive. And I just love the look of the flaming shot as it fires. But I do get a bit of friendly fire, so I do swap between standard and flaming shot randomly during this fight. But here we go. More coming in. Ah yes, and I start to target the Camille's Chosen. Because I believe it was Master Blaster that told me to target them as well. So I did. Because they are a very, very dangerous unit. Ah yes, someone did admit defeat. Which was the other Gondor player, Daar. Nope, hang on, Daar's playing umbar. So you got any units fleeing? Just so I can get his name again. Oh no, that's my ballista crew. Oh yes, Drallin has admitted defeat. And here they go across the bridge. First of all, we have my ally retreating back. Now, we agreed I could send 3 units over to this fort to do kind of like a final stand, which I chose my General's Bodyguard, the Wardens, my Winged Swordsman, and my Sons of Argonoth, but I'll form up the rest of my army. These guys are out of ammo, so they're up front to take the brunt of the enemy once they cross. Now, I will admit this now, these Travelings are pretty much useless in this fight. Yep, these guys are now out of ammo, so they're charging forward. But all my units are targeting the Camille's Chosen because they are the biggest threat. But I've finally charged in. And we have another fight just here. Now, Plug-in Marines don't really get any decent hits. But I have whittled the Camille's Chosen down to about 67. Yeah, 67. But I also think a lot of that is, if I can get them, these Royal Archers, who I was so surprised when I found out they still had ammunition. Yeah, I realised javelins ain't getting good hits in, so I just charge them in, along with the axemen. Now yes, I take the Pelagian Marines back to the base, which I shouldn't have done, but they won't stay there. Here we go again. Let's speed this bit up again. As we slowly take them on. And when I said there was going to be a cut at the beginning, there actually won't be, because it didn't take too long before that catapult shot hit. I thought it would have been longer, so yes, my men are fighting. And they're doing very well. But then these are Gondor's kind of more elite units. So I would expect them to do well. But they are starting to push us back. Let's actually go look at the carnage on the other side here. Look at that, dead. Oh wow. We were actually looking at this and we just burst out laughing because we were all in Discord together. Both teams in the same chat. So it was like we both knew each other's plans, and you know, at the end of the day it was just a test scenario, so we weren't actually taking this game too seriously, or at least I wasn't. I don't know about the other players. Yeah, I just joined it just to have some fun, really. And yes, there's the Pelagian Marines I retreated. And here we go. And yes. Okay, basically what I've done here is, because we wanted to do the last stand, I'm retreating all these forces all the way over here to above that hill. The only people remaining standing here is Dale, who do hold out for quite a while. So there will be a cut coming. This time there will be a cut. I'm not just saying it. Yes, we have my wardens forming shield wall here, ready. Let's take a look at this fight a bit more. Ah yes, well, a couple of my units that didn't run, just standing their ground. For some reason they just wouldn't run. So they just stood their ground and fought. The Royal Guard trying to run away from the cav. Oh no, they've gone into them now. Okay, I believe this is where I'm going to make the cut. So I shall see you all on the other side. At this point he does go across to just cycle charge the rest of my army up on that hill just for fun. But as my men prepare to make... Oh. My warden's pushing out, although I did not tell them to. Yes, as you can see, my swordsmen are now involved. I do retreat them and push them back in a couple of times. But his cav has disappeared up there to cycle charge my army up there. I retreated so that we could have this last stand. Ah yes, there go back the swordsman. Look at this, I basically got a freaking semicircle of wardens just holding back. Well, a single cavalryman who will come in for a charge, I believe. Yes, here he goes. Is he going to charge? Nope, he's just going to come into combat like normal. Ah yes, and the rest of his cav comes. Harbingers doing pretty damn well. This is why I hated this unit. Because they were wrecking my wardens, which had, I believe, over 40... I believe they had 48 defence. If I remember correctly. Because they are, all my units were fully upgraded with chevrons as well. Incoming warlords, not really doing much because their own men in the way. This is when I decided to send out my swordsmen again because I needed them. At this point I do start marching 2 axemen because the other player just decided to leave the game without admitting defeat, so I had to march the other units over, a couple of units over to this bridge, deal with these guys. That was Dale admitting defeat, who are chanting. Ow. No, still can't really hear them. Okay, here we go. Harbinger's balance of forces is evenly matched. Look at the percentages. 93% of allies and 96% of enemies. Bear in mind this was a 3v2. The enemy put up one hell of a fight. We were kind of joking about how this battle came to be, whether it was revenge for the last battle we did where Daar lost and it was revenge for the defeat of Daar, or whether Gondor just sent out a call for aid and instead of Rohan answering, Dale answered. But yes, Dale did pull its weight, I'll give them that. They did very well. Without them, we would undoubtedly have lost by now. Easily. Warlords of Umbar coming in. But yes, Umbar admits defeat because he cannot win with my army on the hill. And if we speed it up in a sec, just until these guys die. As you can see, my axemen coming over. And in they go. But they did get blocked by a hidden unit a bit, but that unit's been annihilated and we're just speeding it up till these guys die. And there we go. So yes, very good, very fun battle. Like I said, would have been better if the other two crossings were enabled, but he is trying to fix that at this present time. So thank you all for watching to see which unit got the best kills. Would have been Warden's Minisifil for me and for my ally.